Hello friends, in last video I visited Palasnath temple which is located at the bed of Ujni Dam. At the same location I found another temple. The name of the temple is Ram temple. Basically this temple was dedicated to Lord Vishnu and this temple is also submerged in a Ujni dam. When there is a draft, we can see this temple completely. So here it is a Ram temple. It is also famous for the depiction of the Ramayana instances on its Janga portion. This temple was built in 14th century. This is entrance from the north side. As I mentioned earlier, here we get to see many instances from Ramayana, and here is the one instance where we see at the extreme right the figurines of two monkeys, and they are Sugriv and Lord Hanuman, where Sugriv is telling to Lord Hanuman to go and find out the strangers who came to the Kishkinda Nagari. The strangers at the extreme left is shown as Ram and Lakshman, and in the middle we see Lord Hanuman in a disguise of Brahmin and who is shown discussing with the Ram and Lakshman. This is west side entrance of this temple. The temple is in dilapidated state. The temple is decaying and we see rubbles of the temples everywhere. From inside this temple is very beautiful. There are total 8 main pillars on which this temple is kept whole. The idol is not present in the Garbhagriha of this temple. The idol might have been shifted elsewhere. We also get to see many Dev Koshtakas inside the temple. In rainy season, dam water engulfs this temple entirely. The construction seems to be of 14th century. We do not get to see any carvings on the pillars or at the ceiling. Now, on the outer wall of this temple, we get to see another instance from Ramayana in this panel. Here, this fire's figurine is of demon king Ravana, who is portrayed with many heads and hands holding many types of weapons in them. The instance is abduction of Sita, where Ravana abducted Sita and is on the way to the Lanka. But in a route, he encountered Jatayu, a vulture bird. At the right side of the figurine of Ravana, we get to see a bird figurine, and that is of Jatayu. So, here this carving shows combat between Jatayu and Ravana, where Ravana is shown as taking out his dagger in order to chop the wings of Jatayu. Here, this panel shows instance that Hanumana enters into Ashok Vatika where Sita held captive by Ravana, and then Hanumana destroys this Ashok Vatika, killing many soldiers of Ravana. This rubble panel kept aside the temple shows the instance of Hanumana meets Sita. Here, Hanumana came to Ashok Vatika and took a small form of monkey. He sat on the branch of the tree where below Sita was sitting, and then, without attention of the guards, he appeared in front of Sita and showed the ring of Rama as evidence of the messenger from the Rama, and assured Sita that Ram will come to rescue her soon with the Vanarsena. Here in this panel, we see at the extreme right two figurines fighting with each other. So, who are they? The bigger figurine shown is of Indrajit, son of Ravana. Ravana sent Indrajit to capture Hanumana in Ashok Vatika, and The monkey-like figurine is of Hanumana. So here Indrajit used Brahma Pasha, a weapon given by Brahma to capture Hanumana. This temple is disintegrating into pieces and blocks. These are some rubble panels where we can see Vanar Sena carrying stones to build Ram Setu. This is a prominent panel in this temple where we can see figurine of Ravana at the left side. And what is the story of right side panel? So in right side panel we see Vanaras are shown throwing stones into the sea, because at the bottom side we can see the carvings of aquatic animals like fishes and turtles. So that shows it is a sea where Vanaras are throwing stones to build Ram Setu. Now, who are the other two Vanaras shown at right side of that panel? So they are Nala and Nil. Nala was the son of great architecture of god Vishwakarma, who inherently got the knowledge of building bridges, and he is credited for building Ram Setu. When this temple was intact and in original state, it would have been a magnificent and beautiful architecture of that time, because here we can see beautiful carvings of Sunsundaris and many deities. This temple was basically dedicated to Lord Vishnu. So here we can see 24 types of idols or carvings of Lord Vishnu, and they are identified and differentiated by the weapons borne by Lord Vishnu in each hand. We should really compliment to the sculptors and ancient builders who turned these stones into beautiful and fragile artifact of this beautiful temple. Here on the outer wall and exactly backside of the Garbhagruha in a Dev Koshtaka, we see Lord Vishnu's idol in a sitting and meditation pose. In this temple, we get to see beautiful and sensual sculptures of Sursundaris. Sursundaris are called celestial nymphs or apsaras. There are 13 types of Sursundaris. Now, here we see at the extreme right Sursundari with a monkey at the bottom. And the scene is monkey is trying to pull her drapery, where Sursundari is trying to scares the monkey. Then from the left, second sculpture is of Vishkanya, where we see scorpion on her thigh. It is tradition to depict Sursundaris looking down, that is called Adhovadan. In this panel from the left, the first carving is of Padmagandha, because she is holding lotus flower in her hand. She is Sursundri. The third carving from the left is of Darpana, because she is looking into the mirror. In this widespread panel, we get to see carvings of Sursundaris along with beautiful idols of Lord Vishnu. So here from the left we see Nartaki is a Sursundri shown in a dancing pose. Second one is Vinayasa is shown in a still steady pose. Third one is Mardala, who is shown playing drum. Fourth one is Alasya Kanya in a lazy pose. Fifth one is a Gunthana, and sixth is Ketaki Bharna, who is shown holding bunch of Ketki flowers in her right hand. This is last panel on the Janga portion of this temple, where we see Hanuman is shown discussing with Bibhishan. Here, if you notice, there is a shade difference between the lower part from the Janga portion and the upper part. The lower part is bright, whereas the upper part is dark, because the lower part remains under water for a long time and does not come into contact to atmosphere. I will show you a photo to what extent this temple remains underwater. These are the photos taken of this temple in a rainy season when this temple is almost submerged into the dam water. Who said stones don't speak? They speak through beautiful carvings, sculptures, and idols. They speak through the carvings made based on instances from Ramayana and Mahabharata, like here in this Ram temple. So, friends, this is what all about this beautiful Ram temple submerged in a Ujni dam. If you like my videos, do like, subscribe, and share it to your friends and family members.